Good morning. Here's a poem for everyone. Good and bad are big demons. Good and bad are great teachers. Through the door is the land of stillness and light. Spring comes, the grass grows by itself. In the winter, the mountainside becomes brown and green. You know, everybody makes good and bad in our minds, about small daily things and about very big things. But good and bad are all opposites thinking. When we make good and bad and hold good and bad, then these thoughts make actions that cause great suffering. If we see our thinking when it appears and put the thoughts down, then good and bad become teachers. Then we can see this world as it is and help others who are suffering. The poem also says, through the door lies the land of stillness and light. The great Korean Zen Master Bongㅣ Dae said, the gates of heaven are unguarded, but few choose to go there. Buddha and many masters also already showed us the way to heaven. Only when we try to practice, we say it's difficult. So I have a story about a layman and his family from Tang Dynasty in China. And many of you have probably already heard of Layman Pang. He was enlightened. Also his wife and his son and daughter were all enlightened. Their teachers were Ma Zhou and Shi Tu, great Zen masters at that time. Then another layman one time approached Layman Pang and asked him, is Zen practice difficult or not? Then Layman Pang said, it's very difficult. It's like trying to hit the moon with a stick. Then this man was very puzzled by this answer. And he thought, if Zen's so difficult, how did Layman Pang's wife get enlightened? That thinking's fine for an old story. Nowadays, maybe the wife will get enlightened first, except for the laymen who are here now. So anyway, this man went to Layman Pang's wife and asked her, is Zen difficult or easy? Then she said, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's just like touching your nose when you wash your face in the morning. Did everybody wash your face this morning? Some people shook their head, but some people didn't do anything. If you washed your head, then you already got enlightened. But with this answer, this man was very confused. So he went and asked Layman Pang's son. Then the son said, Zen's not difficult and it's not easy. On the tips of the grass in the morning is Buddha's great meaning. Then this man was completely confused. So he went to ask the teenage daughter. Actually, this daughter is very famous in China. At the Six Patriarchs Temple, there's a pagoda erected to her right behind the Buddha Hall. So bring your daughters to the temple. Maybe in the future we'll make a pagoda to them. And bring your sons too, okay? So he asked this daughter, is Zen difficult or easy? Then she said, if you make difficult, it's difficult. If you make easy, it's easy. But if you don't think at all, the truth is just like this. So now, she said to the layman, now tell me, how are you keeping your mind right now? This man was totally confused. Then suddenly the daughter hit him and said, where are difficult and easy now? Then he understood. So we mustn't think that our practice is difficult or easy. Everybody, just practice, and slowly we will become clear. If we think that practicing is difficult or easy, these words become a hindrance. If we cut off our thinking, we can just do what's important right now. Then we'll see everything that happens, whether it's good, people call it good or bad, is Buddha. We all know that all of Buddha's teachings are great. And here you know we follow the teaching line of Kyung Ho Sanim, Manggong Sanim, Kobong Sanim, and Sung San Sanim. Sung San Sanim's teacher was a great Zen master Kobong. Bong스님 often said, everyone knows that practice is the medicine for the diseases of our mind. But just thinking that or understanding that won't help us. Do it. Then we can take out the suffering, the causes of suffering in our mind. So Bong스님 said, don't worry about your karma. Only worry about going too slowly. Just make our practice strong and steady. So today, many people gathered here from around the world to practice this winter Kyelche. Also to continue our 1,000-day quantum keto here in the Taeunjeong. This practice and this keto will benefit ourselves, our family, our country, and all beings. Nowadays, many problems in the world. Everybody knows that. Things are relatively smooth in Korea now, but we never know when a problem or troubles will appear. So don't think about difficult or easy. Don't check our mind or our karma. This winter, let's all just make an effort to make our practice strong and steady. Whether you're bowing, sitting, chanting, working, eating, or resting, whether you're in the temple or at home, let's make our efforts strong, moment to moment. Then we can benefit, we'll get a benefit that will help us and all beings. That's why Buddha and all kinds of beings all over the world have been practicing for a couple thousand years, so that it comes to us. And we practice hard, we'll also pass it to others naturally. So now's a very valuable and precious time. So let's all just do it. This is my wish for all of us this winter. Be well and let's do it. And after the talk, have a good lunch.
이후에 이제 점심 공양이 있습니다.
Then use that energy to keep your mind clear moment to moment. Thank you very much.